Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charles, and we are here back on Mars, and I believe this is, oh my gosh, I keep losing the episode number. I think it's 35 or 36. We'll find out. You can see it in the information below anyway, and you probably saw it on the thumbnail. Just to let you know, I have been a good boy. I have put away all of my equipment that I had sitting out last time. Uh, you remember I had a little bit of a time finding my tractors. I am going to start out, make sure we have our coffee greenhouse filled here. And then we have, I didn't know if it would or not. I wasn't really thinking about it. We have those 2 fields of oats, and they are ready to harvest today. So that's part of what we're going to be doing. Yeah, definitely want to keep this coffee going because it is one of our big money makers. Kind of really waiting to see, uh, waiting for them to come out with this for FS25, but I haven't seen it yet. So, okay, so that is all topped off. Went ahead and refilled the tanker while we were there. Just took a minute, or a few seconds actually. Get rid of that. And this thing is so speedy when it is not connected to anything. It starts moving so fast. Have to kind of ease it back into these trailers. Oh, a little too far there. And we'll give it liquid fertilizer. And then we'll decide what harvesters we want to use today. I also have yet another new thing to share with you. Okay, there is that. It's one of the things that I try and remember to start the day with every time. So, let's see. We'll go and get this harvester since it's the first one here. Okay, we'll go ahead and unfold that. Okay, I didn't get quite centered in that. Should probably do this first person, but I usually don't have any issues with it. Okay, start this on our first field up here in the corner. Now we've still got some fields with some spraying to do. I did a lot of those off camera, so get this guy lined up here, and we'll go ahead and put it on a worker, jump out, and off to get our next harvester. Which one? I like this one. It's got a really fast unload, so. That's a pretty unique view going basically looking right down the pipe there. I usually go from a little bit higher up here so I can see a little better. Okay, since that harvester is down at that end, we'll come up this way so we don't run into it. Okay, we'll get out of that. And as I said, we do have some spraying left to do, so let's see, you are, oh no, I have left my sprayer somewhere. Nope. Okay, well, I said I was being good, and I apparently have not been because I have left my sprayer somewhere. I didn't put it over here. Oh well. While I look around for that a little bit later, I will show you. I have been getting, since I got these, those rollers there. I did manage to squeeze them in next to each other there. I probably will not be able to do that successfully very many times, but I did used to have the forage wagon right here and the big trailer right here. And since I have both of these seeders, and I have so many other seeders here, and things with the fertilize and lime spreader there, and since I needed space for those, and I really didn't have anything, I went ahead and moved those. The forage wagon was already moved out, and I moved the trailer out too, and just put these two in here next to each other. And as you can see, I have had them come in and build this shed here. I was asking which ones they had available, and they had this one. They took it off of someone else's farm that didn't want it anymore, and so they had the pieces of it. And so you can see they've left some of their construction stuff, and they said they might come back for it. I'm a little afraid to touch any of it, but right now anyway, you can see that the forage wagon is already in here, and apparently I lied about putting another piece of equipment away because my trailer is also not here, which means that I have probably, okay, the trailer's not here, but all the tractors are, so I've left the trailer somewhere. So anyway, give me just a minute, and I will run around and find my sprayer, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, well, I found my sprayer, and of course it was in the last place that I looked. I went all the way around the farm and came back to almost where I was before, but I had cut over and then went around the outside and did not see it parked right here. Of course, right next to a field that still needed to be done, so let me unfold this. In the time that I was looking for this, I also did find my other green trailer, that the big green trailer, and it turned out that it was still hooked from something I was hooked to the tractor that I usually do the have hooked to the former honey trailer, and it was still attached to that. So I actually brought it back over and put it where it was supposed to be when I was trying to show you that new in the shed with the. I'll let that go. In the shed with the forage wagon. So let's see. I guess while I'm over here fairly near to it, we will get back in that tractor. I guess this is now the just a generic pallet trailer. So see if I can have room to turn around here without blatantly going through the field of sunflowers there. And we'll do like we did before, and we'll start with how many apples we have right now. So let's go ahead and see how many of those want to spawn for us. I guess that's going to be it. Okay, we'll stop that and we'll go and sell these. Oh, I did that last time too. I nearly ran into the eggs there, waiting to be taken at the mayonnaise factory. Okay, $18,000 for apples. That's not too bad as far as fruit goes. And we should have, and we do, more boxes here. More butter and cheese down here. Okay, oh, pull forward to load the rest of that. We'll stop there, give it a turn, just short of the field there. Okay, yeah, those pallets were a little bumpy that time too. Apparently they do not like playing together much. They messed up for us last time. They're still sitting okay right now. They just gave a little bump there. $386,000. It's behind that finished work. I can't see what the rest of, but $386,000 anyway. And we've got one harvester done. Yeah, I figured this one would be done on this first field here. Doesn't take too long to get one of those fields done. Figure while our workers are working on that, I'll go ahead and get some of these products sold. Okay, was that $19,929? That's a good addition to our income there too. Okay. Well, I guess while I am in this tractor anyway, I might as well just hook this back to the trailer that it was hooked to before. I'm going to leave this in a very awkward position here so I can't get through with any other machinery there. That's one thing about placing this shed where I did is that you know, it cut through that space to drive through there a little bit. So if I do something like what I just did and park something there, I'm gonna have to go around. So we'll run up here and see how much this has in it. And these were oats that we harvested. Have to decide what I'm going to do in these fields next. About there, maybe? Okay, let's go over and if I can thread my way through there, back up in here. Okay, not quite lined up. There we go. Okay, that one unloads pretty fast itself, so probably while I am in this should get it out of this field, because that sprayer is going to have to come up here and it will undoubtedly run into it. And I'm also going to have some seeders going, putting something, a new crop in that field. I do need to check. Let's see. Yep, if it'll do that. Those are the fields that we're doing there, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. It doesn't need lime, so that's good. Okay. Well, I'll get back to our see where our sprayer is over here. It has done a good portion of this. Big sprayer, it doesn't take very long. Oh, there it is. I guess it is on its last little bit. Now we can move it. Let's see, I think this field over here still needed to be done. Yeah, seeing those matured weeds popping up on that, so you take off on that. Meanwhile, we'll need to take our trailer down. I'm sure this will, that was only 31% in that trailer as it was, so we'll get down here and put this other harvester in it and see what it brings our total for oats up to right now. Okay. And probably way off with this one too, but we'll see. Uh, let's see. I told you last time that we were resurrecting the hunt for the hidden items, and I can tell you that those pins that we ordered are in, and Megan has hidden all of them. Oh, 7% we didn't get in there. Wow. Okay. Okay, that'll make another trip for 7%. Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and dump it over here anyway. So those are in anyway, and Megan and Son 2 have gone up and, well, up and down on the top and the bottom. Here where we are now, they have hidden all of those. And I have, the students are going to be coming over to do them. I think to start looking for them. I believe in the next couple of days on the weekend. I don't know where these are, so this is the first bunch that's been hidden where I wasn't the actually the one that did it, so I have no idea where any of them are. That's good because it's always really tempting to give people hints and things if I remember where I put them. So we'll see how easy that is for Megan to resist now as she watches people look for them. Okay, we're going to put this full trailer in here. Okay, that's in there. Now, I won't make you watch the entire drive back over, so I am going to go and get that last 7%, and I'll meet you back over here. If you want to wait for me over here, I'll be back. Okay, here we are. We're back, and thanks for waiting for me over here. We're going to get this last 7% of the harvester, which does equal out to 11,391 liters. So 21% of the trailer, so I guess that's not bad. 7% in the 7% sounded a lot worse when it was in the harvester. So okay, so that's going to be our only harvest for today. So let's go ahead and check our number on that now. Let's see, and that was oats. So oats is now up to 536,484 liters. Let's see, soybeans is way down there. Wow, soybeans is the lowest one right now, even under sunflowers, which we're going to have a ton of sunflowers when all of these that we've planted get going. Let's see, soybeans, sunflowers, oats, and corn. Corn is very, very close, so I am really tempted to plant corn in those fields that we just took these oats out of. So, oh, I was about to say I will leave this tractor here, but here that would be leaving my tractor out with the trailer again, and I'd be searching for it in the next episode, I'm sure. Okay, I guess that's all that I need this trailer for. Looks like our sprayer has finished work, so we would have to come back over here anyway. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this trailer away, and you can see the path that I'm taking to do that now. Come back here behind that shed. I still do have some room back there. I was, after I pulled the forage wagon out of there. Let's see, I'll go ahead and detach that. After I pulled the forage wagon out of this other shed that it used to be in, I had it just parked behind that shed. I mean, you know, as you know, I'm in complete denial about the weather anomalies here on Mars. So, okay, now let's grab our big boy here. And since I've left that green tractor parked there, like I said, I'm going to have to take the long way around to get one of my seeders. So how are you guys with these jointed tractors? I always have issues with turning them and just visually seeing it flex like that is weird for me. So okay, now I'm going to get up in this field here. Straighten up a little bit. I'll get it backed off so I can see when this is unfolded. Pretty close to it. So I'm going to, yeah, see how many twists and turns this thing has now. It's okay, and I'm going to go through our crops here until we get back to corn. Let's go ahead and set this guy off on a worker there, or run out of the way of our seeder before it runs us over. Okay, and our next big tractor can pull the other one. And now that that one's out of the way, I can go around this one. Okay, and this one is not filled at all, so there, so I can see that. Let's see, and do we have to, yeah, we have to open those. Okay. Okay, big cedar number 2 is on the way. And of course we're going to get here right as the other cedar gets in our way. Of course. We'll just wait while the worker takes forever to turn that around. You would think being a jointed tractor it might turn in a little bit tighter of a circle than that, but nope, just short of that, so we'll give it a little bit of an overage here so it doesn't miss anything going down through there. Okay, we'll go down and find our sprayer now. We are just moving right along with all this stuff today. Okay, now with this next field, something I always forget about is I can't just set it going up and down on this one because it has a little bit of interference from these trees and stuff down here, and workers do not like to do those. So I always end up with not remembering it, and I end up with a little section of weeds down here where the trees are closest to the field. So I've got to spray off one section at the end, and that should take care of everything. It'll also let me start down this side so the sprayer won't be completely in line with the cedar that I just set working. Okay. Yeah, completely fine that I get sprayed with herbicide every time I do that, so. Oh, I had better move this before the cedar gets down here. So that should be the last field that needs to be sprayed. All the other ones have been done. Once this first field that we set the cedar going on finishes that, then we'll set that with one of the new rollers. Okay. Okay, that guy's close there. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. If you guys will excuse me, I am getting a call and I will be right back. Uh, okay, everybody. I am back. Sorry that took quite a bit of time. It's a bit of a sad situation here on Mars right now. Just barely. This came back and this I had a message that this needed to be refilled, so I'll take care of that now. Yeah, that was a call from my wife, and there has been an accident. Uh, one of the one of her students, she and her dad live on in one of the townhomes up on the upper level here in this dome. And her dad had a work accident today, and he is in the hospital, and he is in pretty serious condition right now. So they don't have any other family here on Mars. We're not sure, you know, where or who her closest kin might be, and since her dad is in the hospital, my wife let me know. It's a little girl, about 7 years old, and she has volunteered to bring her home and take care of her and look after her until her dad can get out of the hospital. Oh, where is that? I can't see it there. I have to run along here. There it is. So, yeah. Bad news there. So, you know, we will definitely be our best wishes there. That was right before that phone call came right before I was going to tell you, you know, it is March right now, and so, you know, we are actually in the wedding planning right now for Bella and son number one. Because that is going to be coming up very soon. So we'll go ahead. This one is done, so I'm going to go ahead and put it away. Oh, shoot. It just entered my head. Sorry for the quick change of topic. It just entered my head that I was a little bit too quick to set that other seeder off. I did that without, I just set it off and put it on a worker and set it going, and that was the new one. and I didn't set the seed type on it, which means it's going to be on corn. Or we wanted corn. It's going to be on wheat. So that seeder is over there planting a field of wheat that we don't need because it's not one of the crops that we are going to be using, or that we need for our challenge. So yeah, isn't that nice to see a roller that big that will go down and then raise up at the end of this? We can watch it raise. Okay. Now this one should not give a problem because it won't have rolled until it lays it down. Except it does leave that one little square right in the center where when it rolls up past the end of the field, the back one doesn't get there. That's the only complaint that I have about it, but that's a very small complaint compared to the other one. Okay, so that's how that works. And now we'll get out of the way of that. Okay, I'm gonna, and while we were watching that, I was letting this put the wrong thing in. Yep, I put wheat in. My goodness, and we've made it down almost to here. Okay, stop that. Okay, I am going to make some kind of decision about this, and then I will be back. Okay, everybody, I had a short think about that, and I made a decision. I went ahead and I hated to do it, but I went ahead and put that cedar, I took that cedar back around to the first row there. And I changed it to corn, and I am having it reseed. Oh, I might as well grab another one while I'm here. Can never see with these things if I am lined up or not. Okay, and wow, I guess it's been a while since I've moved the fabric because it just keeps piling up there. I didn't think it had been that long, but so yeah, anyway, you know, I have decided I am having that cedar reseed that, started that worker over again, and you know, we'll see what becomes of that. I just had to get away from it. Anytime I do something like that, you know, I need to step away from it for a while. And oh no, is anything gonna pop up under it now? Okay, that should be it then. Watch, now that I pulled away, it'll pop up. See if I can set down on this one. It'll be crooked, but who cares? And we'll just take 2 this time, and we'll come back for the next 2, since we have to come back anyway. But yeah, you know, even though, you know, I'm kicking myself for that, having to go back and reseed that field, I would much rather be out some seed and fertilizer than to have to sit here and let months pass in order to let the wheat grow, and then, you know, we would end up just selling the wheat, or I guess I could keep it for the, I wouldn't need a field that big to feed the chickens with. So but I would rather be out the seed than all the months of, you know, waiting for that field to come open again to be able to plant something else in it. So there we have it. You know, you make mistakes, you have to pay for them a little bit, so it's not a bad price to have to pay for that. So yeah, I guess it could be a lot worse. I have a feeling the stuff I have sitting there may not be in the trigger. And I've been sitting there thinking, wow, that really doesn't need any more, and it's probably just out of the trigger. So see if I can nudge it that direction any. Been a while since you've seen me do any work in the Manitou here. I have, because I've been using it to move those to move the crates and everything over in the pig dome. Yeah, look at that. That one's going. Let's see, this one. What about this one? This one probably just needs to be flipped over, and maybe I can drop it. Nope. Not at all. Yeah, it looks like there are a couple of them on their sides. So, here I come to duel with this. Let's see. Let's see. If I raise that, and I can get the top of it to move, maybe. There we go. And then these I'll need to be over here for. Turning these over is such a pain without using, you know, super strength to pick them up or something, so. And then here is not being able to see too much from the distance and everything. Oh, there it is there. Okay, so we now have everything in process there. I do know that our chickens still have food, but I probably ought to go ahead and they probably don't have much right now. We fed all the other animals last time, so let's see. Our tractor that we need for that, we might as well use our green one and also get it out of blocking the way here. Because this will be needed the next time over there. That roller finished, and even though I hate the look of it right now, with that little square left, all of the rolling only gets you about 2% yield anyway. So if those little places don't get me a extra bit of yield, whatever. Okay, all these fields have been done back here. Now where did I leave? Where did I leave that trailer that I do the feeding with? I'll leave you right there. There it is. I've got more boxes built up over here. Okay. Seems like I just emptied these and they keep coming back. So well, you can see them coming through there. These trees are starting to get some leaves back on them. It is March, so you know we should be seeing a lot more blossoms and stuff coming back. So let's see. Let's find out. Yeah, we got wheat, so let's give them some wheat. This is stuff that I had from before that was in our silo. We definitely did not need that big field over there of wheat. I don't think our chickens are going to eat that much even by the end of this series. You'll notice I think this is barley in here, and I kept forgetting to kill the weeds in that, and I finally did that when I was doing some of the other weeding. I was passing by and I said, oh, while I've got the weeder, I need that. So, oh wait, I have this set to tip side, so I need to change that to tip back. There we go. Ooh, I need to pick up eggs. Oh, that was the other thing too. I need to get some of that canola oil out of our oil factory, and transport it over to the mayonnaise factory. Not too far of a distance, and that's one of the other things that I use that telehandler for. What did I call it before? Anyway, I probably called it something different, something I don't remember which name I called it by before. I've been watching some other things where other creators where they've been using some telehandlers, and I probably named one of theirs instead of what I actually have. I'll just go ahead and fill it up all the way and dump the excess back into the silo. Okay, another finished work has just popped up on my screen, so that should mean that we have that big field now completely sown in corn. So my mistake is completely erased. Nobody will ever know, because I know none of you will tell anyone. Okay, didn't need much in there at all. Going to be a lot tipped back into our silo. Okay, I'll just leave this right here, because this seems to be the place where I park it most. Going to hook this to this because I will probably need it in the next episode. I'll get out. Almost got lost there for a second. And okay, into the big boy here. Okay. Somewhere down here, this tractor should have finished. There we are. Okay, so we're going to give that a wash, fold it up, and go and get this thing parked. Yeah, one of the other things that I like about that roller that I forgot to mention to you um, is the fact that it rolls faster. I think the other one only did something like 6 or 7 miles an hour, I think, and I can't remember what this one does. Let's go ahead and get in here when it takes off, and we'll see what it does. But the rolling used to take forever, even with the big one on one of these big fields. And look at this, we get like 15 miles an hour out of this. This is a way better improvement on that. So we'll go ahead and continue putting this up. So another big benefit of getting these rollers over the old ones that I had. I may not even need so many of the small ones now that these move so fast. I only really need the small ones for the smaller fields, because the big ones are, some of those fields are a little bit tight and a little bit hard to move around, big rollers through them. Not much space to turn and stuff, so. Okay, and there we go, and no mistakes made in sowing new crops today. I'm going to choose to believe it didn't happen. And I'm going to put this guy away. We only used 3 tractors today. That was impressive. But we only had 2 fields to take care of, really. And then, well, I guess we used 2 tractors, 2 harvesters, and a sprayer. So anyway, I'm gonna let this worker finish that, finish rolling that field. I know, I've got canola oil to move, and now all those pallets there over in the pig dome at all the greenhouses, I've got those to move, but I am going to save those for another time, because I need to get up to the house and make up a room in there, and get sheets and everything put on the bed and get it ready for our little guests that we're going to have for a while. And anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you could do me a favor and go down below and hit the buttons, subscribe, like, and be sure to hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos, and I'll be back with you in the next episode. Bye for now.